Known for his sarcastic humor, Charlie, aka Penguinz0, has made a name for himself through his commentary videos, and lately, he's been doing some real good work by exposing dishonest content creators who thought they were untouchable. Here are 5 best takedowns by Penguinz0 against such douchebags. First up, we have Def Noodles, a comedian worse than Amy Schumer. With over 500,000 subscribers but barely any views on the video, it isn't a surprise that the total collapse of his channel was building for quite some time, but when Penguinz0 got his eyes on him, his entire career went downhill. Def Noodles is hated on the internet for many reasons, but the main heat came to him when he hosted a roast battle and pissed a lot of people off with this performance.
I am an absolutely unhinged, like a water balloon filled with urine flying from the top of a stadium directly onto the shoulder of a drunk Yankees fan that got cheated on. No!
Def Noodles couldn't see the reality, and after some time, he opened his comedy club, which made things 10 times worse. This led to Charlie trolling Def Noodles for his C-grade comedy. In response, Def Noodles tried to paint him as a clout chaser, but it only grew hate for Def Noodles himself. He continued to announce another super roast battle, which failed miserably. The first 24 minutes of his next roast were spent in total silence as the lighting and sound production weren't checked at all, while a rap playlist was played in the background to keep people entertained. But as soon as Def Noodles came up, they started booing him, and it kept getting worse from there as he kept making the worst jokes the world had ever heard. The internet's response was also fortunately not good, as people started to call him out.
Alright, so Def Noodles, this guy is just something else. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I think I'm still trying to recover from it. This was honestly one of the more embarrassing things I've ever seen. And I feel like the more I watch it back, the worse it gets. And I think the only explanation here is Def Noodles has some kind of humiliation fetish.
With his reputation being totally trashed, he still claimed that the show went pretty well, stating, "The ones who attended thoroughly enjoyed the experience, or so they told me." But in reality, people were enjoying the trolls of how bad the roast was. But it got even worse for him when Penguinz0 uploaded his reaction to the roast.
This was a complete disaster. Like on a level I haven't seen before. Imagine Fire Festival, but if it actually happened and was worse than anyone could have imagined. So it leads to the most awful, uncomfortable moments I've seen on the big it's like that episode of SpongeBob. Hey, so what's up with salt shakers? Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Def Noodles couldn't handle the basic criticism from Charlie, so he fired back with a response video dripping with self-pity and insecurity, which only fueled the viewers' hate. The response was so cringe that Charlie came back to roast him even harder. With this humiliation, Def Noodles went dark from YouTube, deleting all his content and virtually disappearing from the platform, but hate still resides in people for him. But the level of hate Nikocado Avocado gets is unmatched. The excessively obese YouTuber is infamous for his mukbang and cringe videos like this one. His OG fans remember a different side of him, but money and fame were just too good for him. A few years back, when his mukbang videos were at large, Penguinz0 dropped his take on Nikocado's addiction to viewers.
How far would you go for some updoots on the internet? How badly do you want to suckle from that juicy teat of internet clout? Everyone's so desperate to squeeze as much milk as possible from those beautiful honkers of internet points, and no price is too high. For some reason, it was a big trend in meme to just post Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans content all over Twitter, so I've seen his more times than I've seen him doing his mukbangs. For those that don't know, Nikocado Avocado is a mukbang YouTuber.
Charlie analyzed his behavior and said he keeps his rational side locked up in a cage and continues to destroy himself. But he also supported Nikocado, blaming his viewers and him claiming he wouldn't be in this position if the people had not given him those big fat views.
Even the people that get in there just to dislike or just tune in to watch the train wreck, that's more views for him, that's more engagement, that helps him, and that keeps him on this wagon.
What Penguinz0 might have thought would give Nikocado a reality check turned into a feud, and soon Nikocado dropped a response video. He continued by targeting Penguinz0's picture, saying, "If I pose in front of 5 cheeseburgers, you guys are going to say he's killing himself because I'm a little fluffy." The next day, Charlie dropped his response in which he highlighted that Nikocado misunderstood the point that he tried to make and continued to troll him. But his main take in the video was focused on people who watch Nikocado. He ended the video with the same narrative that Nikocado is destroying his life, and after that, they both went different ways. But no one expected what came next. It's rare to see a comeback from a situation like this, but Nikocado surprised everyone with his transformation, and Penguinz0 even made a video showing he's not just there to troll, but also to applaud the good things. But not all learn from their mistakes. Some remain stuck in their hubris, like Sneako. Starting with motivational videos and 1-minute quick interviews on the street, Sneako quickly became notorious enough to land on Penguinz0's hit list. The main drama started when Penguinz0 made a video trolling the hell out of Fresh and Fit for his take on women and their fantasies as alpha males.
There is no reality in the entirety of the f***ing multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them. Doctor Strange could peer into an endless multiverse and never find one where this guy slept with 1,000 women. They just say a whole bunch of made-up bullshit.
Charlie didn't even mention Sneako, but since he was on good terms with the wannabe alpha, he made it his duty to jump in and defend his boy. But Charlie just ignored him and went on with his normal life. Charlie continued to stream on Twitch while Sneako's content became worse, but things escalated further when Sneako gave a response on his stream to Charlie's alpha male video and targeted his girlfriend.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship. This is his girl.
Charlie then dropped a response video and put some sense into Sneako about what he said about his girlfriend.
And he's taking it as if I just gave a TED Talk on monogamy, because for some reason he somehow gets lost in like this Winter Soldier episode, like this delusional fantasy, where he starts making a statement on monogamy, which of course had nothing to do with the video I made. What the f*** are you even talking about? What does this have to do with anything? What does bringing up a picture of me and my girlfriend have anything to do with anything that has happened? And where is monogamy even coming from? You're fighting an invisible enemy right now. You're fighting ghosts that aren't real. Like, none of this had anything to do with the video itself of me joking about a stupid story that this guy told.
But he didn't leave Sneako there and exposed the most disgusting fact about him: his admiration for the movie Cuties. In his older videos, Sneako applauded Cuties and found it very good while realizing the fact that it sexualized children. This triggered the whole internet and made Penguinz0 go wild. Sneako, the clout chaser, then took to Twitter and shared a collage of streamers and YouTubers who had called for his cancellation in hopes of gaining more followers for his Rumble account. But it didn't stop there, as he threatened to shoot Penguinz0 while showing weapons on livestream.
So he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You wanna...
Over which he got severe backlash. But Charlie went all guns blazing and annihilated Sneako, leaving him humiliated.
And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a f***ing imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look stupid here.
Later, Charlie went on Twitter and ended the controversy with a series of blows to Sneako's reputation. Their beef ended with a win for Penguinz0 because all the humiliating exposure Sneako faced left him speechless. But sometimes, humiliation isn't enough to put some sense into someone. That's how Kwebbelkop or Jordy Maxim came on Penguinz0's hit list. Once a thriving gaming content creator, Kwebbelkop's career took a nosedive due to one greed-driven decision that led to the downfall of his empire. At first, Penguinz0 posted a reaction to SunnyV2's video about Kwebbelkop's downfall.
Every day I worked on it, every day I studied it, I watched tutorials, I read articles, I spoke to people, I practiced, and every day
I mean, did you really need to? Like, what articles are you reading and what tutorials? Like, did you sign up for Jake Paul's seminar on how to be a YouTuber? Because this is all, like, really standard stuff.
But that wasn't a big deal. The real blow came when Penguinz0 made a video about Kwebbelkop.
Well, well, well. It looks like I was right all along. People used to call me crazy, say I was fresh out of the loony bin for one of my takes.
At the time, People were calling Charlie crazy for thinking that Jordy would clone himself with AI, but it wasn't long before it became a reality. Jordy had been running an experimental AI channel called Blue, and he took the same idea to his main channel. For this, Penguinz0 exposed him, and many agreed with his take.
The literal only motivating factor is easy money. You would then no longer have to do anything. That is the only reason. There's not a single argument Kwebbelkop can make that is anything other than it's free money. Even just speaking about this just made my lights flicker because it's such an evil dystopian concept to have all of humanity replaced by AI counterparts that replicate their personality.
And it wasn't long before Jordy's own audience began to talk against his narrative and call him out for supporting digital mimicry instead of authentic personality. But this did little good in stopping Kwebbelkop's blind love of AI-generated content. After a couple of months, Jordy posted this on Twitter, taking his AI fantasy to a whole new level with a clickbait caption.
Everyone has ever said about Kwebbelkop AI has been heard. Every bit of criticism, every argument for, and especially every argument against, every comment, every email, every tweet. That's why we decided to train a brand new Kwebbelkop 2.0 model with every bit of feedback we've received. And the results, they're astonishing. Every second you've been watching of this video so far has been completely AI.
With this, people lost their minds, and a fan even commented, "This is soulless." Within 24 hours, Penguinz0 came up with another video in which he said that Jordy wasn't quitting AI, but was going to implement it even more. And he surely did, but it all backfired as fans weren't happy and wanted the real Jordy. Charlie then went on to shred Kwebbelkop's reputation to pieces.
No one is clicking on a Kwebbelkop video hoping to find a robot impersonating him. They're there to watch him play Minecraft or whatever, not someone deceive them. You're not telling a story. You're making Let's Plays and trying to replace yourself in there so you don't actually have to even do the bare minimum of playing a game and talking. He has other people.
With this AI-driven content, Jordy lost 90% of his viewership. Now there's more to Kwebbelkop's story, but the gist of it is that, like a foreteller, Penguinz0 almost accurately predicted his downfall. But at least Jordy was trying to bring innovation, unlike Jason Wojo. Known as all smoke, no fire, Jason was once a growing financial guru. But when Penguinz0 set his sights on him and dropped a savage critique, Jason's online career went up in flames.
I'm sure you've all heard the expression, fake it till you make it. But today I want to take a look at what happens when all you do is fake it without ever making it.
But the real reason why Jason was on the hit list of Penguinz0 is because he took the fake social media guru thing to another level. All he did was flex his rented cars and make videos like this.
I don't need to go to the gym, okay? Because you pull up to the gym, making less than 10K a month, pulling up in your bullshit Corolla, and I pull up in my McLaren. It's not even a contest.
And Charlie had this to say.
This guy's entire personality is money. He's like a real-life Mr. Krabs, but with even skinnier arms.
Like the wannabe classic guru he is, he posted all his content on different social media platforms, but that quickly backfired because he posted different net worths on each of his accounts, which gave people more evidence that he is full of it. Later, he tried to lean into showing his McLaren as proof of his success, but it backfired spectacularly. Penguinz0 exposed Jason and his McLaren, turning the flashy car into a sign of his stupidity.
The only thing he shows that's worth money is his car, the McLaren. He's made like 1,000 shorts about how much money he spends filling up a McLaren's tank, or how often he drives his McLaren, and that is the only thing worth a lot of money that he's ever shown.
And Charlie wasn't wrong.
On top of that, I need at least $2,000 to $3,000 a month in like repairs and maintenance. I just had my windshield wiper, the windshield wipers, they broke, and that was $11,600 for windshield wipers, and I don't even think they're that valuable. Transmission or an engine is going to be about 80 grand with a 6 to 8 month wait time. Oil changes are $4,000. My brakes would be about $16,000. So realistically, with my payment being $4,800 a month, it cost me about $7,000 a month to have this car.
Things got even more heated when Jason made a video in response to Charlie's and even challenged him.
We should do a boxing match with him because he does not. I'll box this guy. I'll do something with him because I guarantee you.
In response, Charlie uploaded another video and then and there won the game with his reasoning.
When you challenge someone to a fight, because they made jokes about you, I feel like you lose on the spot because all you're showing is that the jokes hurt your feelings. They got under your skin. So now you're coping with this defense mechanism of, I'll beat you in a fight because of what you said. And I feel like that's just the ultimate L.
Besides destroying Jason's career and any reputation he had left, Charlie went on to unravel the lies of Jason. The biggest of them being his actual net worth, which is just between $3 to $6 million. In the end, Jason apologized to Penguinz0 and deleted his TikTok account to escape the heat and is now present on Instagram, but the hate has followed him there as well. These were the 5 victims who deserved to be humiliated by Charlie for their cringe on the internet. But did you know that he was even harsher with Brent Rivera? Click here to find out what exactly went down. Oh, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing content.